Hey guys, I'm Sarah Louise and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video about, I've started to try and keep a few notes. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to to work with notes because normally I'm totally freestyle, but I like to kind of keep a few things that I want to say. So today I wanted to do this video about why sometimes it's really good to move, to make a whole new circle of friends, and to just kind of leave one life behind and move into the next. And I think a lot of people that are on a really strong spiritual path or growth path, you know, it doesn't matter whether you call it spirituality or evolution or whatever you want to call it, if you want to evolve a lot in life and you want to change a lot and you want to break through a lot of patterns, then you're probably going to also be drawn to move a lot and to go through several friendships, maybe several relationships in your life, because it is so much easier to re-identify yourself when you don't have all these shadows and shards reminding you of the person that you used to be. Now, I do think living in a big city really helps with this. You know, I feel like when you're in a small village or a small town, it's even more difficult because people tend to have the same group of friends. They see the same people all the time. You know, every day you're going to just bump into all those kind of fragments of yourself that are just reminding you of that old version of you. I know for myself, I grew up in a small town, a small village even, in a small town. Further up north in the country, and I couldn't wait to get out. And I think it's because something in me was just itching. I didn't know it back then because I was not on a spiritual journey, but something in me was itching to change, to kind of break free of the shackles that I'd built myself throughout school and sixth form. And a lot of the time it's just so much easier to just break free, move to a new place and completely re-identify yourself than it is to slowly chip away at doing that around people that know who you used to be and constantly remind you of who you used to be. Let's just take, for example, I want to be an artist, right? So, you know, I am an artist. And this is something that I learned in life, right? Is if you want to be something, you want to do something, you want to get somewhere, you've got to start identifying yourself as that thing. And I think that's how I actually generally did okay as in new things that I wanted to pick up, because I quickly learned that you have to identify yourself very quickly. Otherwise you're just wasting time, you know? I'm not saying to take on jobs you can't do. Like, obviously don't go take on a photography job that you obviously have no skill or capability to do, because that isn't really fair on people. But if you've started taking photos, you're a photographer. If you started painting, you're an artist. You know, if someone asks you if you're an artist and you say, well, sort of, I kind of do a bit of painting in my spare time, but I'm more this and I'm not really making a living out of it. Oh my God, you know, step into it, identify it as I'm an artist. You won't get your opportunities until you're ready anyway. They find you when you're ready. You're not gonna be presented with the gallery until you're ready for that exhibition. You know, I am an artist, I am a photographer, I am a singer. Like, no messing around. No, well, maybe, well, I think I am, well, I'm not really yet. Like, do you not hear how that sounds and what you're creating? I am. That's one of the first and foremost things, like, to claim it. I am. Now imagine if I grow up and everybody's used to me as a certain way, being sort of a practicing photographer, trying to get myself together as a photographer or an artist, let's say, and then I tell everybody, oh, I'm going to be an artist. It's going to take me a long time to convince those people I'm a famous artist, right? I'm a really successful artist. It's going to take a lot of chipping away. Whereas if I just move and I just go to a new town and I identify with a whole new group of people, hey, I'm an artist, I'm super successful, everyone believes me immediately. And this is the great thing with moving. You don't have to chip and break away at things. You get that chance. Obviously, if you're not ready for it, you're going to go in there, you're going to announce this, and very quickly you're sort of going to tumble back to your old self. But you do get that opportunity, and this is why I think we're often drawn to move when we're ready for Lilith just strolling past. When we're ready for like a really big shift in life. And like I said, I think in a big city you can get away with it for a lot longer, and this is probably why a lot of celebrities love being in big cities, because it's very easy to make new friends in big cities. It's very easy to just have completely new circles. There's, you know, new record agent, a new manager. There's so many people in a big city that you can find for the first time that you've never seen. It's not really like that. As someone that did grow up in a small village in a small town, it's, you know, everybody kind of knows everybody, even if they're not your friend, they know of you, right? So it's very difficult to break the molds, to become a whole new person when you're just surrounded by these people all the time. So I think when you really, really want to grow, you want to push forwards. First of all, I do think it's great to get out of your hometown. I think it makes you grow a lot. And helps you really shift as a person. And then, yeah, if you're in a big city, you can probably get away with it. Otherwise, you're probably going to feel, and even then, drawn to probably move if you really want a huge re-identifying kind of stage in your life, you know. You're probably going to replace your circle of friends. Doesn't mean you have to drop everybody, but you're going to add some new people, you know, you're going to bring some new people in. And I really do think it's a much faster track way to have like a massive shifting experience. You can just move somewhere else and you've got a whole blank clean slate. You can be a completely new person. All these things that you've been building up to, you've been working on, you've been, you know, trying to shift within yourself. You move to a new place and you can lay the ground with those things. You know, you don't have to slowly convince your reality around you that's constantly reminding you of who you used to be, who you now are. You know, new place, I am an artist, I am successful, I'm a manifesting coach, and whatever I want to be. Everybody believes you. You don't have to twist their arm, convince them. And I do really think this is one of the keys to life. It's identifying as what you want to be, and it gets so much easier. You know, one of my blocks recently has been, you know, I've been good at bringing in massive assets, I've been good at bringing in really amazing luxury opportunities. I've manifested things like, you know, free thousands of pounds holidays and what have you, but actual day-to-day money has always been a bit of a block with me, and I feel a real shift with that recently. I found this this app called Vinted, and you basically can just buy clothes that are sort of new, some of them just without tags, or just they've been worn, tried on like once or twice, and you can pick them up for like £1, £2, £3. And I just bought loads, and I feel so abundant because I don't have any guilt. And I'm buying really nice names and everything. I'm just getting them for like £5, and things like that can really shift you into a state of abundance, I find. Along with, I've also been making an effort, and I used to do this a lot more, and I haven't been recently, and I think that's also, you know, why over COVID I was like struggling with that really, or the second half anyway, because I wasn't really going out into the world. And I do, as closer friends, I had a lot of sort of, I guess, hippies that didn't really care about money or have any money. And you do imprint off the people around you, and I've been making a real effort recently to sort of put myself in more luxurious surroundings, like going out to film in really luxurious areas. You know, I had a photography job and I was around a lot of rich people and I was just chatting, and you know, it kind of helps you to level up, because as much as you can move to a new space and you can recreate yourself, you can also do it a little bit by being around the kinds of people that you want to emulate, because you start to sort of soak in their energies a bit. It becomes the norm for you to have these sort of more luxurious experiences. So I really feel that, you know, because sometimes we buy things and we feel all that guilt, you know, and we feel, even though we bought it and we enjoy it, we shouldn't have bought it. And I think that's what's so great about about this app. I just feel like there's, you know, I can buy loads of things, and what, you know, I spent £20, and it does tap into that feeling of abundance, the same as being surrounded by it as well. And yeah, they're my thoughts of the day. So keep it moving, hey. I do feel myself drawn to a move. And I think it's for this reason. I feel like I've done a lot of shifting, and like I'm ready to sort of evolve into a next sort of part of my journey, which is a lot more flow and free and abundant and sort of generally abundant. And I do feel that it's gonna help me to kind of have a move, and that's why I'm drawn to that. But yeah, let me know what you think. How do you feel after you have a move? I don't know about anyone else, but if I don't go home anymore, back to my childhood home, because my family don't even live there anymore now. But I did for years go back at holidays and stuff, or to see my family. And I used to find that, you know, my whole energy would sink back when I would go there. There really is something real about that. I would go back to that very, you know, and you realize just how much you've changed, how much more confident I am. And I would sort of sink back into that old self sometimes when I went back. I haven't been back for so long, I don't know how I'd feel now, but yeah, I do really feel that myself, I often sort of move when I'm ready for a big shift. And how about the rest of you? Do you tend to move when you're having a big shift, or do you prefer to just like knock away at your reality that you have? Let me know, and I hope everyone is well, and speak soon. Bye bye.